We are here in the IETF 86 meeting, and I have the pleasure to be with the incoming chair, Jari Arkko.
Pleased to meet you.
What is the Internet Engineering Task Force, and what does it do?
Well, the Internet Engineering Task Force is the primary standards organization for the Internet. And we do the basic technologies that make the network. Examples include the domain name system, email, instant messaging, HTTP. And we're focused on high quality standards that make the net capable of growing and working better. It's an organization that has open participation, so anyone, an operator, vendor, users, even governments can participate in. And we do most of our work over the internet, obviously, but we also meet 3 times a year.
Great. If you have to describe the IETF in just one word, which it would be?
If I had to describe the IETF in one word, it would be just the internet.
Great.
We do the basic technology for the internet.
Great, thank you. How did you get involved in the IETF?
I got involved in the IETF in the 1990s when I was working with modem banks and access servers at Ericsson, and since then I've been working on many different topics, security, IPv6, and most recently with smart objects.
Great. What is your view of the opportunities and challenges that the internet is facing nowadays?
Well, the internet is facing both technical and societal challenges, of course, and it's very important part of our lives, both from technical and economic and personal point of view. So it's natural that it's facing also some political pressures and legal pressures, and I believe it's very, very important that we retain an open and single internet for the world. That's extremely important in order to enable economic growth and provide the benefits that the internet gives. And I'm actually quite excited to work on the technologies at the IETF because of the importance of the internet itself, of course, but also because we work on new technologies that have a very bright future at the IETF. Some examples of these include WebRTC, which is enabling real-time communications from browsers. Another example is the Internet of Things, which is enabling smart objects that appliances or everyday objects that can communicate and, for instance, improve energy efficiency.
Yes. IETF participation is taking mostly people from North America, Europe, and Asia. Now I want to know, please, which is the plan of the IETF to encourage more people of countries outside of these areas?
That's a great question. So I'm actually quite proud of the IETF because we are already quite international. There's about 50 countries represented in this IETF meeting, and our work in general is from about 60 different countries. But you're right that there is an imbalance there, and we don't get people from all areas of the world, or not as much as we'd like at least. And that's a big problem. We'd like to expand our reach to all the areas of the world. And some of the things that we've been looking at to make that possible is to have, first of all, have a meeting in some of those regions. But that's not enough. We also have to reach out to the people in these areas and understand what kind of problems they have with the internet in those areas. And as you may know, the problems that the internet is facing is somewhat different in different places and for different people. One thing that I would also add is that our meetings are optional. We do most of our work online.
Great.
And you can participate by email and phone conferences and internet telecommunications.
Okay, thank you. And the last question that I have for you. How do you see the IETF in 20 years?
Oh boy, that's the hard question. I think the IETF, which has been around a little over 20 years now, is still in charge of the basic technologies of the internet. I don't think that's going to change. And we will be working with much more exciting new technologies at that time, I'm sure. But we still need a common basis for the internet that they're all people and all applications can employ that for communication. So I think the basic side is still going to be the same, but we'll be working on different technologies.
Great. Thank you very much, Jari, for your time with me, and it was a very pleasure to have you here.
My pleasure.